your birth?
1966.
Okay, and you're obviously a female.
Yes.
Describe your race or ethnicity.
Obviously white.
Okay. Do you have children?
No.
No.
Wofford children.
Wofford children. From what country or countries were your ancestors located?
Germany.
Germany, okay. In what city, part of what state, and country did you spend your formative years?
Right here in Spartanburg.
Okay. In your formative years, did you live in an urban, cities and towns, suburban, close to cities or towns, or a rural area, not close to a city center?
Suburban.
Where do you live now?
Spartanburg.
Spartanburg, okay. And so you've lived here your whole life.
Mhm.
Okay. And you consider it suburban, urban, rural, suburban. Okay. Have you ever lived in another country?
No.
No. Okay. Do you speak another language or dialect?
No.
To what economic class would you consider your parents to be in? Well, I guess yourself. Yourself.
Middle.
Middle. Okay. To you, what is nature or the natural world?
Nature or the natural world? Just nature.
Nature? Like, what does that mean to you, though? Like, do you consider inside nature or outside? Okay.
Absolutely outside.
Were your parents' livelihoods or interests somehow connected to working with or in nature?
No.
No. Okay. Is your livelihood or interest somehow connecting to working with or in nature?
Not livelihood, but I do like to be outside.
You do. As a child, how much free time did you spend outside?
A good bit.
A good bit.
Mhm.
And now, how much do you like being outside?
I definitely like being outside. The
Okay.
beach is definitely a favorite of mine.
So, you would consider the beach a way that you connect to the natural world?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you go to the mountains or?
I like the mountains, but I prefer the beach instead.
Okay. You walk the dog or anything?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so, do those things have a meaning for you?
Sure they do. Just like being outside. At least in the office that I'm in,
Mhm.
I have the big windows, and I like to be able to see what's going on outside.
Right. Can you list your outdoor activities over the past year?
Well, like I said, being at the beach, like to walk. Trying to think what else I like to do outside.
Football games, baseball
Football
games.
absolutely. Volleyball, those kinds of things.
How have you learned about nature?
How have I learned about nature? Just I don't know. Just like being outside and I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this.
You're
kind of
okay.
thing.
We edit it, so don't worry. We can take all this out. So, is there something in your background that makes you knowledgeable about nature? Like, did you have schooling about nature, or does your husband, does he know a lot about nature, or?
Yeah, I would say he would. Of course, he enjoys being out on the golf course, which
Yeah.
is definitely something that he likes to do. So.
Right. How has your heritage, culture, or way of life influenced your view of nature?
Oh, Callie.
So being here in student affairs and working with students a lot, you interact with students outside on a pretty regular basis.
Yes, I do. Definitely.
Okay. And then how is nature important to you? Do you think that in your lifetime some elements of nature will be lost?
Yeah, I think they could be. I mean, we have to take care of what we have and keep it clean and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yes, I think could be an issue.
How do you think that loss will affect you?
I mean, just from appearance, I think that if people don't take care of it, then we lose it. So I think we all need to be conscious of that.
Have you seen changes in language or dialect over the years? Like language or dialect that no longer in use or whose meaning is lost? So maybe since you speak English, how the English language is spoken or how people interact with each other?
Yes, for sure.
Can you elaborate on that?
Phone conversations, those kinds of things. We have to be careful of what is said and how it's taken. That's for sure.
Right.
Even through email and those kinds of things as well.
Can you name and explain any natural objects or local places in the natural world that hold some special meaning or significance to you?
Oh dear. Well, I mean, trails and things like that are always good. Oh, Callie, what am I going to say?
Well, you go to the beach a lot? Does the
Yeah.
beach have a special meaning to you because you've been there so many times with your husband, or?
It's just a peaceful with the water and being the sound of the ocean.
Right.
That is just a relaxing type for both of us, I think.
Do you feel that knowing the names of objects in the natural world, such as the names of insects or trees, change your observation or enjoyment or use of them?
I don't know about that.
So do you like knowing the names of flowers or
I do.
yeah?
And have a lot of favorite type flowers, and as far as insects and stuff like that, no. Because I get eaten up by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Those are not a favorite.
Okay. Have you ever or do you now gather any product from nature for food, medicine, fuel, art, hobby, sport, etc.?
No.
Any seasonings or plant flowers and pick them?
Plant flowers,
Yeah.
and because of the smells of them, I like those. I like to have fresh flowers and
Right.
in my house or on my desk or whatever.
Okay. Has your family passed on any sayings about nature, or do you remember any sayings that others have told you?
Right offhand, no. Of course, there's always the roses are red, and that
Right,
little saying,
yeah.
that has always been a, but no.
Okay. Do you see a link between maintaining your way of life and maintaining the natural world? So, part of being with your dog, maybe, outside, or your husband, that's important to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's your link to nature.